How long have you had Jimmy?
Well, this is Jimmy number 2. Jimmy number 1. Actually, there's 3 of them. So
You got rid of him.
yeah, it's one of them.
All right, man. Welcome back. The long hiatus is finally over. This is Media Marauders. The fellas are back. It's been a really busy 3 weeks, almost a month.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate King. He just recently got married, so congrats, my friend.
Thank you.
Great wedding.
Faithful Black Man Club right there.
Black men don't cheat over here. Black men don't cheat.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to keep that promotion. I see what y'all are doing over there. But no, yeah, congratulations, man. I'm glad, and we're glad to see you back, and we're all back. So,
thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
How's the married life so far?
So far, man, the only thing that's changed, honestly, is my hand's a little heavier. I keep playing with it because I'm not used to being on my finger. So I play with it every now and then. But besides that, man, everything else is good. The now fiance turned into wife. So that's about it, man. It's going through a couple of transitions as far as changing our names on everything. So, everything's transitioning from mine to hers, and hers stays hers. So, things of that nature.
Oh, no, trust me. I understand that transition. Believe it. But welcome to the club. And now we're just waiting for you, right, Thomas?
All right, Thomas.
Let me tell you, all right.
All right, here we
the hot
go.
pocket theory? Nah.
Yo, the audience ain't ready for that. Hold up.
That's a totally different day for that one. That way, we got a different day.
That's a whole episode right there.
Right.
But all right, but yes, we're back once again. The fans, the subscribers, the ones that have been waiting with bated breath. We have returned, and we're here to actually talk. Today was a really big deal. First, this is Max, my boy Thomas.
Rocking that Panama, jersey like the rest of Panama Twitter.
Panama, Ike, mira eso, coño. And we got my boy King.
As usual, we're doing good.
Yes. Everyone, today was actually a very, very interesting day. Just earlier this afternoon, the PlayStation conference for the PS5 has been announced, and a plethora of games have been shown on this TV screen, on your phones, wherever. You could look on Twitter. There's been a lot of voices of what's happening, and I'm actually a little excited or more surprised by some of these announcements, but I'm gonna hold off. How do you guys feel about this announcement? We'll start off with King. Have you watched it, King, or have you heard anything? Any games that stood out to you?
I didn't watch it, but I made a couple of tweets about it, and a lot of people responded back to me. And I think what I'm mostly interested in, honestly, was going to be the Crash Bandicoot for nostalgia purposes, and then the God of War Ragnarok. So I think that'll be pretty interesting. As we all know, James hasn't finished God of War 4 yet. So another game.
James couldn't make it. You can see James and Nigel couldn't make it.
Right.
But we're still gonna steadily talk shit regardless.
Steadily. So I think for my part, and we'll get into it. It's just I think the aspects of having both the streamless I guess the digital version and the disc version. I think that's something we'll talk about. I think that's what got me the most, because when I saw the picture of the two, I was trying to figure out why there were 4 different prices for it. So I was like, why are 4 different prices or 2 different prices one or the other? So, but now I learned of it. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that will definitely be a little segment we'll get into, a brief little segment. I found, well, like I said, we'll get into it, but all right, is there anything else that kind of pointed that struck to you, King, or you're still kind of waiting, looking around, scavenging around for more info?
I mean, I guess the design of it too, kind of interesting. I've seen in comparison to the new Xbox that's coming out. Yeah. I guess they're going with both of them are going in some kind of tower look now. So I really can't explain it, but I think the tower look of it looks kind of different. I haven't seen the side view of it. I've only seen the actual, when you're looking at it.
The forefront of it.
Right.
But that's the thing. In the showcase, I think the showcase is the second time now they've shown the PlayStation 5 on the side. It's just you have to have a stand, so it can't actually it's going to be a little bit lifted off of the surface, but you can lay it flat still.
Okay.
I think the Xbox too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of holding my PlayStation in a vertical stance. I hate that idea because it tipping over. I have a child, so just the idea of him running around and tipping my shit over will put me in a rage. So yeah.
Let's see him mess with drop kick it. You can run 2 legs in the air and shatter it.
So what about you, Thomas? What stood out to you? I know you were paying attention to the shit.
Yes,
and I know
sir.
one game particularly. But go ahead, sorry.
While I was working at, can't tell you where, but
censor it out. You good?
Yeah, but I saw that I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I was more, excited for see where the pricing was gonna be, but then it came out the gate swinging with Final Fantasy 16.
Yes.
And that right there had me like, I was like, oh, this is it. At first I thought it was going to be something with Final Fantasy 14
remake.
Because
14, okay.
The music had bridges that reminded me of Heaven's Ward and A Realm Reborn, which I was like, yo, this is the sound to it was giving me that Final Fantasy 14 vibe, which I'm a heavy Final Fantasy 14 fan.
Okay.
And God, I've been playing for that game for years now. But then I'm like, doing a little due diligence. Come to find out, the producer is the same producer from Final Fantasy 14, which is
that's a win-win.
Right.
So I'm in there. Then there was what was the other? That Devil May Cry 5 pop up. I was like, ooh, this. I'm probably about to play Devil May Cry 5 now because I'm happy I held off on it. I should have known all themselves they've been doing. That they were releasing a new one. I was like, okay.
Fair enough.
They've done the exact same thing with 3 other games. They did it for Devil May Cry 3, 4, and now 5. I'm not surprised at all that they did this.
So I'm gonna get the good edition with everything on it.
Yeah.
And the God of War thing was cool.
It
was all right, I guess. It was
but you both have played God of War, right?
No.
I have.
Oh, that's right.
I haven't.
It's a great game.
That's probably why I don't mean nothing to you. Like, I guess it was just a good salt and pepper addition to it.
Like not even to drill it, not even to beat a dead horse, bro. That is one of the best games that came out that year. I think it was 2018. It came out. 17 to 18.
I think it was 18.
My hard part about it was the fact that it was about that him as a parental unit is like such a main factor for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because that alone had me like you don't understand. Like I'm a big Yakuza fan, and when I found out Yakuza 6 had a parental chapters in it, I felt the type of way.
Yeah, it deterred you away from it.
Yeah, I'm like those like in a whole game about that though. I'm like, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
What I find interesting about this, it's God of War Ragnarok. I'm assuming that from what the title looked like, it's going to be called God of War Ragnarok. And the little 59 little minute of a teaser was it kind of told you a bit what was happening. If you know the lore of Norse mythology, Ragnarok is pretty much the beginning of the end. It's where Odin ends up dying. So you have all these Norse gods battling it out, and Loki's one of the most key figures in that moment. But if you don't know much, if you haven't played the game or know much about Norse mythology, I'll stop right there. So just for spoiler's sake. But
let me put out there. That's the thing. When I saw Ragnarok, you know what that made me think? Kratos doing what Kratos does, kill some gods. Like,
but it's come on, let's keep it a buck. Go ahead. Sorry,
I think it's because on the God of War 4, you didn't see the main people you would think was going to be in it. You saw faces, but you didn't actually see them in it. And so, for instance, you never saw Thor, but you knew he was going to be a major player of it. And eventually Odin's going to come in somewhere, and Loki's going to come in somewhere. So I would think or hope for the next game they would have both of them come in there. But we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen because the storyline that came in on part 4.
Exactly. You got it. I don't want to spoil it, Thomas, because I would really like it if you
I might do a quick
game.
run through because I might do a quick run through.
This guy, quick run through, get platinum in 45 minutes.
Hey, I'm halfway
They
done
come
with
back and say,
Avengers.
yeah, that game was trash, y'all. It was trash.
Let me tell you, right now on the Avengers side note, I'm at 56% on the trophies.
Oh my God.
Like that platinum
We're
stuff.
gonna have to talk about that game because there is a lot of people that do not like this game, Thomas.
I heard the
But
same
we're not
thing,
gonna
man.
go. We're not gonna go there.
No, okay,
Yeah.
we'll do it right quick. Do a sidebar on this right quick. The problem, if you are a comic book fan of the movies, like if you are a diehard, I like Marvel because of the movies, this game might not be for you.
I can understand that.
If you like the comic book stuff, and then if you understand how it is as a game as a service, then this. I remember people were saying like the gameplay was like button mashing. Once you hit level 50 and you have everything unlocked, that's when it's a whole move list that you're picking from and all that. Stuff.
Another thing that a lot of people, not to stay long on this too much, but another thing that I've noticed is people complaining about the bugs. There's like heavy bugs. They need to do a patch really soon.
That's the thing. Like it's one of those games. Like I would say, like by the time Spider-Man drops next year, it will probably be like if you aren't sold on a game as a service, but you like that idea, you probably want to wait for like some months when they have some content added up, because games as services, they don't, in the beginning, it's for the most diehard fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's about it on that one. But that was also going to segue to that Spider-Man Miles Morales. Boy, that looked good.
Boy!
Harlem?
Oh my God.
Boy.
That's all right. Let me calm down. That was one of the best moments. Like the gameplay portion of it all. It was like watching a fucking movie for real.
How you feel though that they showing out one Dominican flag up there?
Bro, he's not. He's Puerto Rican, dude.
Let me look at this over there.
I'm telling you,
I'll
we did this before. He Puerto Rican. I want him to be Dominican. Trust me. I would love it if he was Dominican. Shit, I would love that. But no, he's Puerto Rican.
Got a fact check.
I think the way they're setting it, it looks like it's Christmas time, but they're doing a Puerto Rican festival, and I forgot to look it up, but I think the Puerto Rican festival happens in Manhattan at a certain time. I think during the summertime.
No, it's not the Puerto Rican Day Parade. It's not that.
Yeah, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I think it's in the summertime, so I don't know what they're doing exactly with that.
See, because I know the Panamanian one is more towards the fall, winter. But
yeah, I mean, Dominican Independence is in February. So, like, it's just, but I think what it is, it could be because his mother's running for mayor. So they're probably just giving, she's Puerto Rican. So they're giving, Puerto Rican pride and running for her, making sure she wins and all that.
He's half Dominican.
Bro, where are you reading this? Where are you reading this?
Boy,
you're the only one saying this.
Back from August 7th, 2011, cited from the USA Today, half Dominican and black.
That's a misprint. Look up Sari Pacelli, the one that helped create Miles Morales. Look around around 2013-14 articles. They say Puerto Rican. He still is Puerto Rican.
They switched someone. They took him like, nah, them Dominicans with them sliced eyebrows. They don't need that.
All right. Anyways, I enjoyed the cinematography. There was a lot of slow moments. That really Insomniac game is it's becoming one of those studios that I'm expecting great things from because of the most recent Spider-Man game. Mm-hmm. And just this gameplay for Miles Morales showed the versatility. Like, they're really, like, regardless, people are still up in arms at how short this game might possibly be. They're saying 10 to 12 hours. But I feel like it's one of those open world games where after you're done, like with the other Spider-Man game, you could keep going, keep doing what you want. There be more enemies to fight bad guys. The city never sleeps type of thing. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. I would suggest you to watch that gameplay, King. That shit is beautiful, bro.
I'm gonna have to. You're gonna send me the link for it.
It's really, really good. I wanna take this time real quick. I wanna go back to Final Fantasy 16. I wanna kind of talk about. I kind of like the medieval aspect they're going again. I think Final Fantasy 12 was doing that. Or one of the Final Fantasy. I know a lot of the first Final Fantasy were set in the medieval times type of thing.
12 wasn't so much. 12 had that. 12 was like a mixture between No, because it wasn't really. Well, I guess it was fantasy, but it was a mixture between fantasy and like something closer to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So. I like that. I will say, and this is not a diss, this is not a slight, but it's something that I noticed. The gameplay, the fighting gameplay for it, it reminded me so much of Devil May Cry.
Hmm.
And I played 15. I played 15. Yeah, I played 15. And the gameplay for that, the fighting, the battle system wasn't the best in my opinion in that game. But I see that they're kind of going that route as well with this game. But it just seems so hack and slash to me, and I'm not mad about that. The presentation of it.
Wait, so you say 15 was a hack and slash?
I feel like it was a hack. It was, but it wasn't to me. I just didn't like the battle system too much in that. I don't know why. I feel like it was you just could hold down a button. You could hold down a button and he's just continuously fighting. It was awkward to me. I don't know. It was awkward to me. But this one looks like it's gonna be the same, but like there's more mobility, there's more weapons. I don't know. I haven't beaten 15 all the way through, but that was one thing about the battle system that really stood out to me, that it wasn't the best, but I don't know.
Because that's the thing, I'm trying to think about it because I played so many demos of 15. I've seen how the battle system changed. So the battle system of 15 like changed 3 times before the game released.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you play all those demos, that like even like Noctis changed multiple times before the game released. Yeah. But so 15 to get like that gameplay changed, and even after the game released, it changed when they started unlocking, when you start being able to play as Prompto, Gladios, and Ignis.
Yeah.
When by the time you play as those 3, then the gameplay changed again from when the initial release. But I want to say that battle system was built on for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
And then you see how far they even took the battle system by the time it got to Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not a slight at all. I like what was presented. The story seems pretty interesting. The main character, I'm assuming, is the what's the kid's name? John? I forgot what the kid's name is, but his shield, the guy that's protecting him. I kind of like the whole downtrodden type of warrior, and he seems like somewhat of a badass so far. I hope he's just not like some woe is me kind of character, because I would like to make fun of that, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to see that as my main character.
My thing with that though, I was trying to figure out from watching the video of it was, like some people are worried it's going to be like single player. And if it's going to I'm like not single player, but it's gonna be like single party, that you're just gonna be that one character by himself.
Oh,
okay.
And that's I'm like, yeah, that would be a possible issue for him. But then again, they really didn't give you too much to go off of.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, would that really be an issue? I wouldn't have an issue with that, but
I mean,
some people, I guess because of the fact it's Final Fantasy, people expect it to be a whole
party.
Like, at least like, I think the last time they did the one person Final Fantasy was Lightning Returns.
Yeah, that's true. It was just her.
Yeah, and that.
I still haven't beaten that. I still haven't beaten 13 yet, and I want to go back and beat that.
13, 1 and 2 in the book.
Yeah. But all right, okay. So I kind of want to jump towards, excuse me. I kind of want to jump towards the Resident Evil game. That
I think I saw something on Twitter about that. Isn't it Resident Evil Village or something like that? It's called Resident Evil Village now?
Yep.
Yeah. It's still Resident Evil 7, but it's called Village, yeah.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
I
love Resident Evil 7. I love that game. That one.
Which one?
Resident Evil 7. I liked it.
No, the trailer for it?
No, I mean I like the original Final Fantasy 7. I'm sorry, not Final Fantasy. Resident Evil 7 with Leon. I like that one.
Oh, you talking about 4?
Am I talking about 4? Maybe I am talking about 4. My bad. I'm talking about 4.
This one looks a lot like 4. A lot of people are comparing it to 4.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
They might be going back to the same village from when I was.
Nah, it can't be. This looks way more European. Well, European in the sense like Germany, Russia. The one in the one for 4 was in like Spain.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, see, I never played this after 3.
This game is going towards the werewolves, the vampires, and they showed a trailer for this a while back, but then they showed a new trailer this today, and it's really giving me vibes of Frankenstein villains and the Wolfman type of shit. And you're playing the same character from 6. I forget what his name is.
Leon,
From
right?
Biohazard.
No, that's 7. 7's Biohazard.
Yeah, what? So this one's 8. My bad. I take that back. Yeah, 8 is the one that was revealed today. Or, well, they showed another trailer for. And they're going a completely different...
Wait,
they're going different. You said what?
Who is the main character in 7? I just know some...
I forget his name. It's not Chris Redfield. It's a completely different guy. He has no training at all with stars, but Chris Redfield does show up in the beginning of this trailer.
Wow.
Because I know he shows up in 7 also.
Yeah,
so
he
this
does.
This is some random dude who's just like now part of the crew. Like, hey guys,
and it's not bad though. Like the whole
hey guys,
that's the thing.
My bags.
That's the thing about Resident Evil. I don't care about, like, the characters are always gonna be fun. People can always, thrive for the characters because they grew up with these characters. But Resident Evil is a survival horror, so it doesn't really matter who is the main character for me.
Well, they did say they split the gameplay. I think the main lines are going back to being survival horror, and they're gonna be putting other ones that are gonna be more action based.
Oh God.
So like that's why like Resident Evil Remake 2 and 3 are a little more like you get more guns and stuff like that. But then Resident Evil 7 is more like, yo, you can't even like kill them dudes. You just gotta hide.
Hide, grab weapons, whatever you can to stun them.
Yeah.
And I'm liking that.
God dang.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 was really good. I still gotta beat Carol.
Still ain't beat that remake yet. God dang it.
I get it.
It's on sale right now.
What?
It was on sale for like $29.99. Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, I already got it, but it's a good game. But not to jump around too much. I guess we could kind of talk about the PS5.
The Holy Grail.
Prices. How do y'all feel about the prices?
Well,
booty.
I was ready for it.
The price is booty. I'm not paying home mortgage, but that is booty.
Nah, man, it's actually pretty good in my opinion.
I'm surprised.
It actually is pretty good. I really can't complain, but I don't see myself buying it until maybe they come out with the, how they always do.
The Pro.
PS5 version B, PS5 beta or whatever. And I go buy it then because it'll be cheaper. But like I said, I think the price is not that bad. And like I said earlier, it confused me at first. I didn't know there were 2 separate versions. And as y'all were explaining to me earlier, there's a streaming version and then the actual physical CD/disc version. But I think for myself, I would want the physical copy of it and not go with the digital version of it. And then since I can't, all that memory will eventually be taken up instead of just using a CD, so I can just put it in.
Yeah. What do you think, Thomas?
That's the thing. Like I was in my mind, I was prepped for like $7.99 as a price point.
Yo.
When people were saying that, I was prepped. I was ready.
No.
You know what? I was ready. And so in my mind, when you thinking, when people were like, yeah, because they were talking about like shortage on like, because I think there was like a bid going on for like chips and stuff like that. Like in the tech industry, there's a lot of talk about how a lot of techs using the same chips and stuff.
Yeah.
So people were like trying to outbid each other. So when they were saying, I was like, well,
there goes mortgage.
In my mind, I was ready. When they said $5 or $4.99, I was like, good. I was excited. I was like, thank you. Because I was like, I think that's how much the PlayStation. I'm trying to think. I think that's how much the PlayStation 5 ran for, or PlayStation 4 ran for initially.
Yeah, when it first came out, it was around $4.99 or like, I think it was $4.50 or about $4.99. Yeah.
And that was the thing. It was like, and that's how long I had mine since the original. And so like again, like I was talking earlier, like playing the Avengers. Certain games you're starting to see are made for the PlayStation Pro or higher at this point. So since I didn't do that mini update like some people did, I'm very ready to get like a new system that can play some of these games. Like,
yeah, because you could tell the visuals are a little off.
Not even the visuals aren't what bothers me. It's like when you're playing the Avengers, or even more so the Avengers. That game will stutter because you can see it's trying to load so much at me.
Yeah.
You can tell they were possibly thinking of building it for pushing it for PlayStation 5, and they said they're already working on the PlayStation 5 version. So I was like, yeah, this is. You can tell some of these games coming up now aren't going to be on a base PlayStation 4, they're probably going to be a little more of a headache. And then I can carry everything over. So
right.
I can either get rid of my PlayStation 4 or.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I said earlier that it was backwards compatible, right? So
yeah, if you get the disc
backwards
version,
compatible with PlayStation 4,
mm-hmm.
and I think in some games it'll be multi-generational. So I believe some games I'm going to be able to play with people who have PlayStation 4 if I have a PlayStation 5.
Got you. And I might be mistaken. I'm not sure if I had a conversation with y'all about it, but didn't they say you could actually use the PS4 controllers or the PS5 controller and go to PS4 or something like that, or vice versa?
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yeah, you can use the PlayStation 4 I could use the PlayStation 4 controllers on PlayStation 4 games.
Right. Okay. That's what it was. All right.
Yeah, it still is weird to me, but yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good though. I mean, because right now I got like 16 controllers in my cabinet right now, just hanging out from PS2s and 3s.
Oh shit! Let me borrow a PS2 controller. There's some games I still want to go back and play.
I might even get one for you. I gotta find one in my cabinet.
I'll buy one off you for real. But I was really surprised as well. This is definitely a competitive thing between Xbox and PlayStation, and you can see with the pricing that they're really going at each other's necks. And I think PlayStation put it right in the jugular for them because $4.99 for the disc and then $3.99 for the digital. That's almost a steal for what they're doing. And I know we talked about this before. Like most likely they're gonna get a lot of that money back from the video games. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but most likely these games are gonna be up in another $10.
Let me correct myself. The PlayStation 4 initially launched at $3.99.
Oh, really? So it's a $200. Okay.
It's not bad then. It's not bad.
That's really not that bad for almost 10 years since the PS4's been out.
Yeah, the PlayStation 3 initially launched at $4.99.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh wow. No, that was a bad year for PlayStation. Xbox was more in the lead in that frame though.
Well, now PlayStation 4 has. Well, PlayStation 5 has Transformers for controllers. Yes, I've been waiting for that.
What do you think about some of the
my own Decepticon?
This is not going to be another Transformer episode, all right? It's not happening, damn it. I won't allow it.
Yo, the whole computer screen like that, his coffee maker behind him transformed.
Right.
But no,
I like the paraphernalia stuff too, like the headphones. Like the
trigger's more sensitive. That shit's fire.
But it's like the headphones I bought for the PlayStation 4 are more expensive than the headsets for PlayStation 5. And the controllers are around the same price. Yeah, I'm not probably picking up a second controller until they release a red one or something. But because I don't really care for the white.
Yeah.
So we could say for sure, like I'm getting the disc version most likely because I like the idea of backwards compatibility.
Yeah, I have too many games I want to play, and I think Final Fantasy Remake 2 is supposed to be slated for the
disc.
The disc. So, well, for PlayStation 4. So, and it's only certain games I usually buy on disc.
Yeah. I'm the same. What about you, Ken? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think I'll get the PS5 eventually in black, away from the colored out.
Yeah, I would love to get the Miles Morales skin on that shit. That shit looks sexy. That shit looks so good.
That's the thing is like I kind of would like to hold off until the colors change. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
I'm not a fan
on it, but
yeah, I'm still not 100% of a fan of how the design is. I mean, I'll obviously get over it because it's what's inside that matters. Like, people. But
look at you.
Don't quote me. I'm lying. I hate everyone. But no, like I don't like the design of it. I don't like the color of it, but I can get over that with time and with skins. So it's not a deal breaker for me, obviously.
My thing would be once that dust collects on it, it's gonna be great. And I hate seeing that.
Boy, that's one of those systems like people who don't like the clean, they're gonna have to clean.
You're gonna have to, man.
Yeah.
People, you're gonna go by someone's house and see like Cheeto dust on their PlayStation and just judge them. Look at this. Look at this guy. I got
Look at it.
I want controllers.
Those are fingerprints? Look at that. Look, dirty. Yeah, dirty.
You know, there's another game. There's another 2 games I would like to mention. That Death Loop game, the shooter.
Oh, that got pushed
I
back
didn't see that.
next
I
year.
didn't see it.
It's weird. It's pretty much you're a guy and you're in this continuous loop of deaths until you get the bad guy, until you complete your mission pretty much. So you're dying, but you're not dying.
See, I thought it was a multiplayer game too, but then it seems like it's not.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, one thing we definitely need to talk about is that PlayStation Plus collection. That's interesting.
Is it?
That Plus collection?
Is it?
I mean, only for the ones that never played these games. You're getting all these games for free when you get a PS5 and you sign up for your Plus.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's
I'm
like
almost,
yeah, there's only like 10 games from Last of Us remastered. I think it was Uncharted 4. Just games that impacted the PS4. Mortal Kombat 11, I think. There's a couple other ones, but there's like almost 10 games that they're giving for free.
Yeah,
I hate. I hate when I spend $80 on a game and it comes out.
Yeah, that already has.
I know.
I hate that.
Yeah,
that's why I'm looking. They showing these games like, oh,
I had this.
Yep, I got that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
There was like 3 games they announced that I never played and I don't have an interest in playing. But for the ones that never got to play these games, it's actually a really good. It's a really call because I think Xbox is doing something similar as well. They're at each other's necks, which has been around for centuries, but for like 20 years. But still,
if you buy PlayStation Now, PS Now for $59.99 for the year, you get like 200 something games. Most of those games are already in it.
Right.
So I'm like, no.
I mean, I see it as because what is PS5 gonna have that PlayStation Now? Do we know
Unless
that?
they get rid of it. The PlayStation Now is on the Vita, it's on the PlayStation 3.
I imagine they'll keep it on there. I imagine.
Yeah, I can play it on my computer. Like if I go travel somewhere and I just take my laptop with me and my PlayStation controller, I can play a PlayStation game on my laptop.
But I don't know if all these games would be on now because there's Now has a lot of games, but there's some games that you could search in that search bar and will not pop up.
God of War.
Right.
God of War is one of them too.
And then Spider-Man was up there for a good minute.
Yeah.
I had that same issue with the Gundam game you were talking about last time, Chris. I couldn't find it. I was like, where can I find that game at?
Yeah.
Man, that Gundam game. It's too expensive.
I need to get back on it.
But it's just so many. That's the thing though. Like when they that PlayStation Plus thing that they're doing, it's not for the people who already have PlayStation. Like if you were rocking with PlayStation 3, you've been had PlayStation Plus. This is not for you. This is for like the new fan.
The incentive. The incentive.
Yeah, like this is the incentive for the person who does not have PlayStation.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because like you giving all these games, these people who like if you have PlayStation, there's a good chance you like you said you've already played those games if you wanted to play.
Yeah.
So like Final Fantasy 15, I've been got that platinum. Just want to throw that out there. But
Yeah. I mean, I was impressed, man. I was impressed and surprised. Like I said, I'm really glad PlayStation is still being consistent. I mean, we PlayStation heads. Like Xbox. You said what?
That's the thing. If you had like Last of Us Remastered, if you bought PlayStation 4 when it first dropped, you got that for free.
Yeah, that's true.
So and then you've had how many times has it been in PlayStation Plus? It's been free multiple times in PlayStation Plus already. At least
I thought it was only okay, yeah. I think it only happened like about twice. I got it on the second time it came out for free on Plus.
So it's like they made it look mad fancy for something they already gave us before. Like, look at this. Here you go.
Look at that.
I think like it was said, I think this is mainly for the newer audience. It's gotta be for the newer audience.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like the diehard fans are the ones who are going to watch the showcase.
Nah.
And like there's the diehard gamers who who thought about it. And I feel like the diehard gamers, and they also said though, like PlayStation 4 outpaced Xbox by a lot, generation.
They run multiple laps around them.
So I'm like, so who is this for? Like,
yeah.
like the new. I feel like if you're a new gamer, it might be for
Yeah.
you. But
And some people might want to revisit, and like maybe they don't. That backward compatibility thing might not go in effect in the moment. Like, because what isn't the PS5 gonna up the graphics just a bit?
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
It's
A
gonna
little
up the
bit.
speed, but the whole updating the graphics. I think like if games that were updated for PlayStation Pro might get those little updates, but then games that are actually updated for PlayStation 5 are going to get updated versions.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
that's the thing. It's like I think it's going to be pretty much stable. Like the gameplay is going to be more stable because I don't think the graphics going to have that
Much of an effect.
because a lot of PlayStation 4 games don't have native 4K built into them. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, talking about that. I need a new TV. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I'd be playing games and all the angles on the edges be all out. I'd be like, God dang it! Got to buy a new TV now.
That whole
I get up with the times. Need a 4K.
Damn right, man.
They need to send out another one of them checks, boy. The government.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah, pretty much, bro.
But all right, y'all have any more? Because I could still go. I could talk about Devil May Cry. Honestly, I
think I'm gonna get in on it this time. I will. I like Virgil. He's my favorite character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
And then the remake for Demon Souls too. Like that shit actually looks pretty decent. I'm not the biggest. I never played Demon Souls, so seeing the old and the new compared, like this new one, they really put a lot of love into this remake.
So, what do you think about like the new Horizon? I don't know if any of y'all played Horizon Zero Dawn.
I still haven't finished it.
But how do you feel that? I just found out recently that game's is not a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Oh, it's not?
Nah, it's going to be on PlayStation 4 also.
What?
That's probably why they didn't say anything about the game on the conference.
No.
I remember that first one. They said all these games are like PlayStation 5, but then like in the blog post that they posted on the PlayStation blog, Miles Morales is going to be
exclusive.
No, you could buy it on PlayStation 4 also.
Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah.
And then once you get
like
PlayStation
only
5,
PlayStation.
it will just upgrade. And so, and when you think about the prices, like I think the prices are very in flux right now. Because you have games running down.
For the games?
Yeah, some games are going as low as $39, $49, and you got some games going as high as $69.99 right now.
Yeah, I think it's a popularity thing with that, or even if it's a new game, part of prices go and everything like that. But they go down eventually because they're trying to make sales, or especially with everything going on with COVID and all. People are staying in the house and ain't buying the games physically now. So that's what it's put in consideration with the economics of it as far as the PlayStation. As far as the PlayStation now goes and everything like that. Buying the games. Like I said, I was mad as shit. When they made some of the games less than $20. I was like, I bought that bad boy for $70.
Yep. Fuck that.
They have games now. Like I think the average price for the next gen might be $69.99, which people were mad. I think was it NBA 2K or somebody tried to say like the PlayStation 4 version $59.99. And then I can't remember who, but one of the game companies said like they were aiming for $69.99, and people got mad. And they're like they were mad at them, I guess, because we haven't raised video game prices since PlayStation 3, 2.
Yeah. PlayStation 3 is when they started going up to 60.
Right.
Yeah, so 3 and 4 are $59.99, but then unless you all the games that sold like the season pass with them, so you're like $59.99 you want the whole game. Run me that $10. But how do you feel with them actually moving the price up on
them? Yeah, this generation of gaming is gonna be a lot of changes. I think when it comes to prices, because the economy right now with the whole pandemic, like you said, King, we're gonna see a lot of I think it's gonna be a lot within the next 5 years of gaming. It's gonna be a big transition when it comes to finances and how everything's gonna be working. So
but that's my thing, because I'm thinking I'm okay with it. Like for like the AAA games being like $69.99.
Because the money they
price them correctly.
Yeah, because the money they put into it, come on, man. Like Cyberpunk 2077, I'm surprised that shit's gonna be $60. That shit looks incredible still.
And you see they're upgrading. Any of y'all played The Witcher 3?
No, but I got it. I gotta play. I got all these games. I gotta play it, man.
See now with The Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red making a free update for PlayStation 5.
That's dope.
So
That's looking out.
If you played this since the beginning, now they're like, yo, we're also gonna give you a free update.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
But all right, I think we gave enough of our opinions, our educated opinions on all this. The conference, like I said, it was good. It was very concise, very to the point. Give us the videos, give us the content, and make sure you give us that fucking price too. That was really the breath holder for a lot of people. So I think they killed it. I think they killed it. I think PlayStation has got another 10 years of killing it, hopefully. And let's hope that the underdog, because Switch is killing too. The underdog is Xbox, so let's see if they got anything happening.
Well, that 250 though.
Only cross our fingers. But
Yeah,
if y'all have anything else, I say we did a good job. So y'all got anything else?
Man, let me tell you about this crack cookie. No, I'm joking.
Stupid, man. All right, man. Hey, please, subscribers, fans, newcomers and old, please click like and subscribe. Ring that bell on the side for any kind of for all notifications of Media Marauders. This is your boy Max. We got my man Thomas. We got King. Everybody have a safe night, evening, and the rest of the week. And we'll see you guys next week or whenever y'all do check out our videos. Yeah, y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace.